Did you know there's an affordable powder costing less than $10 that can lower your blood sugar naturally? And what if I told you that combined with 3 other simple ingredients you probably already have at home, it could completely transform your diabetes control? Many people think controlling blood sugar requires expensive medications or impossible diets. Is that really true? Or could the solution be much closer than you imagine, right in your own kitchen? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use 4 natural foods that science has proven to be effective in controlling blood sugar, cholesterol, and even weight loss. And before the end, I'm going to teach you the right way to use each one so you don't make mistakes that could cancel out all the benefits or even harm your health. My name is Kenji Oshiro, and this is the Global Health Guide channel. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now to receive more science-based health content. Let's start with the most powerful one, psyllium. You may have heard of it as psyllium or even Metamucil, which is one of the most well-known brands. But what few people know is that this simple powder, made from the husk of a seed called Plantago ovata, is considered by several international medical guidelines as the first-line fiber in the treatment of type 2 diabetes. How does it work? When psyllium reaches your intestine and comes into contact with water, it forms a thick gel. This gel acts as a natural barrier that slows down glucose absorption. Instead of sugar entering your bloodstream quickly and causing those dangerous spikes, it's released slowly, in a controlled manner, and the benefits don't stop there. Studies show that continuous use of psyllium improves glycated hemoglobin, that test we call HbA1c, that shows how your sugar control has been over the last 3 months. Additionally, it reduces LDL cholesterol, what we call bad cholesterol, and even helps with weight loss because it increases the feeling of fullness. But be careful, and this is very important, psyllium needs water to work properly. If you don't drink enough water during the day, it can cause constipation or, in more serious cases, even intestinal obstruction. So before you start using it, be honest with yourself. Do you really drink water throughout the day? If the answer is no, psyllium is not for you. At least not yet. Now, how to use it correctly. Dissolve 1 teaspoon in a full glass of water and drink it before main meals. You can split this into half a spoon before lunch and half before dinner. Mix well and drink quickly because the gel starts forming in seconds. And remember, drink plenty of water throughout the day. Now let's move to the second item on our list, and this one you probably already have in your kitchen. Apple cider vinegar. But before you run off to take a spoonful, wait. There's a right way and a wrong way to use it, and the wrong way can cause serious problems. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, and it's this substance that makes the magic happen. Acetic acid slows down stomach emptying, which means food stays being digested longer and glucose is released more slowly into the blood. Additionally, it improves glucose uptake by muscles, taking sugar out of circulation and putting it where it's actually useful. Research shows that just 1 or 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar diluted in water, taken 10 to 15 minutes before meals, can reduce blood sugar after eating by up to 20%. That's an impressive result for something so simple and affordable. But here's the most important warning about vinegar. Never, under any circumstances, take it straight. Acetic acid is very strong and can cause burns in the mouth, tooth enamel erosion, and serious lesions in the esophagus. Always dilute it in at least half a glass of water. And there's one more detail. Not all vinegar is the same. Unfiltered apple cider vinegar is the best, the one you see a bit cloudy in the bottle with some strands at the bottom. Those strands are the so-called mother of vinegar, rich in probiotics, polyphenols, and antioxidants. Balsamic vinegar, although tasty, usually has added sugar, which is not good at all for those who want to control blood sugar. And alcohol vinegar is more aggressive and doesn't have the same benefits. A curiosity that few people know, there's something called the second meal effect. This means that if you take apple cider vinegar at night, before dinner, it improves your insulin sensitivity not only at that meal, but also at breakfast the next day. Your body continues responding better to glucose for hours afterward. Now let's move to the third item. And this one you need to pay close attention to because there's a catch that almost nobody knows about: cinnamon. You've probably heard that cinnamon is good for diabetes, right? But what few people know is that there are two completely different types of cinnamon, and choosing the wrong one can even harm your liver. The most common cinnamon, the one you find in any supermarket, is cassia cinnamon. It's cheap and has a strong flavor, but it contains high doses of a substance called coumarin, and coumarin in excess can damage the liver. If you use cinnamon every day, this can become a serious problem. The cinnamon you should use is Ceylon cinnamon, also called Ceylon or true cinnamon. It has much less coumarin and is safe for daily use. The problem is that it's a bit more expensive and not always easy to find, but it's worth looking for, especially if you plan to use it regularly. How to tell them apart? Cassia cinnamon is hard, thick, a single rolled layer. Ceylon cinnamon is formed by several thin and brittle layers. If you can break it easily with your hands, it's probably Ceylon. The recommended dose is 1 teaspoon per day. You can put it in yogurt, oatmeal, fruits, tea, or coffee. Besides controlling blood sugar, cinnamon slows stomach emptying, which helps reduce appetite and decrease that craving for sweets. This also contributes to weight loss. And now we come to the fourth and final item, the one that Asians call the infusion of longevity: green tea. It contains powerful substances called catechins, which are antioxidants capable of improving insulin sensitivity, reducing inflammation, and even speeding up metabolism, promoting weight loss. Scientific studies show that drinking 1 to 3 cups of green tea per day can significantly reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And if you want an even more powerful effect, try matcha tea, which is the concentrated version of green tea. Just be careful with the caffeine, because matcha has a lot of it. An important tip about green tea: drink it 2 or 3 hours after meals, not with food. Why? Because it can decrease iron absorption, especially if you have a tendency toward anemia. Wait a while after eating to enjoy the benefits without interfering with nutrient absorption. Have you already tried any of these 4? Which one do you think will be easier to include in your routine? Comment down below so I know. So let me recap. Psyllium to form that gel that slows glucose absorption, diluted apple cider vinegar before meals, Ceylon cinnamon in your daily routine, and green tea between meals. These are 4 natural allies, affordable and accessible, that science has already proven to be effective. But I need to make it clear, none of these replace medical treatment. If you have diabetes, prediabetes, or any other health condition, talk to your doctor before starting to use any of them, especially if you have gastritis, ulcers, liver problems, or take specific medications. And remember, the key is consistency. It's no use using it once and expecting miracles. These are small daily changes that, over time, make all the difference in your sugar control, cholesterol, and even your weight. So, which of these tips are you going to start testing today? Comment down below. If this video was helpful to you, like it, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next content. Big hug and see you in the next video.